going to make a piece that will go on a mirror. So not necessarily a wreath, but a design that can go on the mirror. Hey, it's Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. I'm one of the creative coaches inside the creative coaching group with Deco Exchange, and we are going to create a little bit something different, a little bit different. I just tore that piece off. We're going to leave that long piece. We're going to tear this piece off. We're going to tear one piece off here and one piece off here. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that. It's not, this one, it wasn't too hard to cut, which is nice. I'm going to go this way. So think about your mirror. Quite funny enough, I don't have a mirror in my house that is just a mirror. I have a bathroom mirror. I have a mirror that's attached to my jewelry, stand-up jewelry box, but I don't have a mirror. But a lot of people have like a mirror at their front entry, which I don't. They have just decorative mirrors, okay? Weird. I don't. It's fine. But we're going to take just these extra little pieces. So pretend they're extra. You could have taken something that you have had leftover pieces from a different project and used that for this. Because you see, we didn't use the whole piece. We're not going to use the whole piece. So this, I kind of want the long piece coming down, just like the long piece is coming down over here. I'm going to take these two, go real close. I'm just going to make a teeny tiny little, teensy tiny little swag. And I'm going to use some of these. I think I'm going to use the, so this stem was really cool. It had a couple different, I think I'm going to use these because I don't have very much of that orange or that real bright color. Not bright, I guess it's not bright. And we're going to use just a little tiny bit of this filler here. Tiny bit. Everything that we have left. Okay, so I'm going to go right underneath here with this. And right underneath here with this. Make sure that comes together a little bit closer. Great. Okay, so I have like a little bit of a backdrop there. Perfect. And I might go this one long. Let's see. Long and long. I might come right through here. Okay, I'm just making a teensy tiny little swag. Teensy tiny little swag. Bow in the middle, kind of can go off. It can go off to the side of your mirror, right? Super cute, super easy. We might only need one of these actually. A little bit in the front. A little bit in the front. I think that's all I'll need. Okay, I'm going to come in with some zip ties. Don't be afraid to use some zip ties. We're going to use a few of them. Now, one really cool thing is when you're working with wired pieces, in other words, no glue. Okay, you're working with no glue. No glue is going to, for me at least, if I know something is held together by wire or zip ties or whatever, I know it's not glue, then I automatically feel, number one, it's a better product. That's just my opinion, right? Just my opinion. And number two, it's going to last a little bit longer because glue can break down. And number three, I also know it probably is going to be a bit more pricey because the time it takes to add the wires versus just sticking it in some glue is a little different, right? Okay, so let's use our tool here and nice and tight. Okay, really simple. Now that was simple, extremely quick, really cute. Okay, so I'm going to take our ribbon. So I'm going to go with a little bit here. Well, we can make it long, or we can cut that if we want, when we want. Let's go just not too big. I don't want to be overpowering, too crazy. Pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. You could have went with a burlap. You could have went with a plain. You could have went with the brown. You could have went with the green. I went with a plaid because I love plaid. Who doesn't love plaid? And I know it's a hot seller because let's go with 2 more if we can. I know it's a hot seller because they sell, right? I know plaid's a popular thing because it sells. And so if it wasn't, even though I love plaid, right? Even though I love plaid, if it wasn't a seller, if it didn't sell, then I'd have to reevaluate, right? Because I want to make things to sell. I don't have the budget to keep everything, which would be nice, but I don't. Okay. Oh, I think I'll do it this way. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Pull that apart. Kind of slide it right in there. Don't want to lose those little flowers. And let's see, will I use this? Use that. So I'm going to grab this right through there, right through where I want it to. Let's go here like this. So it's going to be the thing that holds our, bow on, but it's also going to be the thing that creates the hook to hold it. Okay, super easy. Super easy, just like that. Bring those tails back down to where they were. Adjust our piece. Make sure our flowers don't get lost. And then you can hang it on your, really you can hang it anywhere, but it was created to go on the side of your mirror or on the top of your mirror, just something a little extra. How stinking cute is that? Absolutely darling. Quick, easy. You could have used leftovers, even though in this view we did use new stuff, but you could have used leftovers and took less than 10 minutes. Absolutely darling. Okay? Super cute. So pretend like this is your mirror here, right? How cute would that be? Just on the top, on the side, so you can still see your pretty face, right? And just hang it on the edge. That is darling. Super cute.